I haven't quite caught up yet. I still have to do the chicken mini game, but I found Finn. I found Finn so that we can ask him about the cabbages. So I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, something cabbages, Mr. Finn. Not the cabbages. Huh? He asked you to ask me to look after his cabbages. I know all about it, lass. He's losing his mind. What? That man is obsessed with his cabbages. He's been hounding me about them since yesterday. Okay, but what do I tell him, Mr. Finn? I'll do it. Whatever it takes to stop hearing about these wretched cabbages. Okay. This isn't anything, right? Okay. Okay. I feel so stupid that I didn't realize that getting my food empty would kill me. It's real dumb. It's real dumb. I'm very mad about it. The only one I have to be mad at is myself. Alright. You bring good news, I'm certain. Mr. Finn said to leave it to him, Mr. Ludwig. Atta girl, Elise. I'm not the one looking after your cabbages. You still did me a favor, didn't you? For your trouble. What is it? What is it? Ooh, spiced burst. Nice! You didn't have to, Mr. Ludwig, but thank you. I'd best go tell Bertha our cabbages will be in good hands. Alright. Yay! I got food! And I've got more than 3 food. So that's good. I haven't seen Muffy today. So I needed chickens. No, not chickens. Wood. I'll do it for you. I should have saved for this. But I saved, like, a time period before this. Okay. Yes. Alright, sorry that you have to see this minigame again. Chop, chop, chop! Oh my gosh, that reminds me of something. I'll have to tell you in a second. It's probably only funny to me and Josh. Josh will know what I'm talking about. Chop, chop, chop! Okay. I'm not gonna talk. I don't want to make a mistake. Bam. 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 Chop. Bam. 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 Chop. Bam. Bam. Chop. Okay. Gotta do it, gonna be perfect. I gotta be perfect. Chop. Bam. Chop. Chop. Bam. 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 Chop. Oh, shit! Dang it. Ugh, I wasn't perfect. Ugh. It's fine. No. Okay, I win! Give me my money! Okay. Alright. And we will You know what? We'll talk to her. It's you.
For goodness sake!
That's enough. I'm not giving you one more crumb.
Oh,
But you promised. You promised me some Lebkuchen. I promised you nothing. Folks already think it's strange that you knew about the crows since yesterday.
That's so.
You know what? Why don't you go ahead? Who's to believe a scrawny little squealer like you anyhow? Old Yakin does, Elise, and Mr. Only does too. Oh, do they? What are you telling them then? That I saw you talking to the crows yesterday. There was a golden one too, wasn't there? Why, you? Following you about town is so fun. I just know you have the Lebkuchen tucked away somewhere. Nope, you getting bread.
Oh,
This isn't what I asked for.
shut it.
I don't care. Take it or leave it. Oh, nobody ever calls me by my name. How would you feel if I called you Elsa or Eliza? You make even one little squeak about what you saw, Murphy. And you'll throw me into the well? Yes, ma'am. But before I go, bring me some hearty soup tomorrow.
Out with it!
Ugh. Forgot about the Lebkuchen. Ungrateful little rat. Wonder how she follows me about town without me noticing. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, I couldn't have afforded it. Anyway, I mean, I could have. It's fine. Okay, let's eat. Oh, no, okay, first things first. Before I talk to anybody, before I do anything, I'm gonna take the unnecessarily long, well, I guess they're both equally long. I'm gonna go and buy some, I don't want to be crazy anymore, medicine. And I'm just gonna have to get a little bit, because I can't afford the big stuff. Bafanada. Let's see, Hollow Knight reference. Alright. We'll buy 2. And then let's buy... Hearty soup takes all the rest of my money. Okay, well, we're not doing that. Alright. Man. Okay. Do I have anything to sell? No. That's fine. Bye. Oh my gosh, please. Ugh. Oh, sweet relief. Oh, I'm no longer plagued by the voices inside my head. Okay, let's talk to people. She'd be better off marrying Eugen, I'd say. Who's marrying Mr. Eugen? Oh, Bertha's jesting, Elise. You have to agree, Marlon. They're about the same age, too. You can't be talking about Mrs. Lisbeth. Who else would I be talking about, Elise? Now, we can't be spreading this nonsense about town, you hear. It's far from nonsense. Those children need a proper father. Eugen's leaving first thing Monday, anyhow. A big mistake, if you ask me. I'm not too certain about Eugen myself, but I must agree poor Lisbeth would be better off now if she'd remarried. Okay. fine. It's a good thing Othel's feeling better, Lisbeth. No use in brooding now. It'll only wear you out more. Oh, I can't help but worry. Mr. Bernard is right, Mrs. Lisbeth. Even so, you must keep an eye on the children. How's your horse, Eugen? Tired still, poor things, lying about in the hay. So are my goats. To think someone would do such a thing. I've been keeping calm, not wanting to rile folks up, but you've been too calm, I'd say. Cursing Kieferberg to hell won't bring my horses back, Bernard. Someone ought to have done it, that's all I have to say. I'm starting to... I must say, I'm starting to understand how those old folks feel. Mrs. Lisbeth, it's certainly easier to believe there's a witch, isn't it? Okay. It's rather tricky now that we don't have Eugen's horses. You could lend us a hand, Freya.
Elise!
Oh, Elise, won't you tell Papa to stop before he... Huh? Freya's as strong as I am, believe it or not.
Papa.
Papa. Looking rather flustered, aren't you, Freya? Because he makes it sound as if I'm a... I'd say it's an asset, not a fault, Freya. I'm not that strong anyhow. I must say, I'm curious to see that now, lass. Don't pressure her, Heinrich.
Wait, really?
Oh, but even I would like to see how strong she is. All right, all right. How's this then? I'm up high now. I wanted this all along. I like feeling like a baby. I heard there's places where you can... Well, never mind. I can't believe it. Gustav weighs as much as a horse, but look at that. She barely broke a sweat, too.
Attagirl.
That's my daughter, Attagirl, Freya.
Papa.
Papa, not in front of Elise, too. Huh? This is the kind of cheer Kieferberg needs. Truly, I'm tired of hearing about this witch. All right. We were just talking about you, dearie. Me, Mrs. Matilda? Oh, Elise, aren't you scared of these crows? They're more of a nuisance, I'd say. See, Brunhilde, Elise doesn't let it get to her. Oh, but there are so many. They haven't attacked anyone, have they? No, not at all. They're just hopping about town, it seems. It certainly is strange, but I don't think there's much harm. You don't think there's a witch about town, Mrs. Matilda? I'm old enough to know such things don't exist, Brunhilde. Truly, Mrs. Brunhilde, you can't listen to those old folks. Oh, I suppose that's true. I am not gonna play Kiss the Rat. Oh, shoot, the chickens is the only other one. I'd rather help with the chickens than play Kiss the Rat. But I need to buy some more food. You should weave in more of the blue flowers, Linda. Didn't we leave the maypole to Freya this year? Freya clearly has better taste anyhow. I don't remember inviting you to this conversation, lassie. Come now, Mrs. Wilma, Freya's not even finished with it yet. I'd say she'd be sad if you changed it without telling her, Mrs. Wilma. Why, I'd never do such a thing. I trust her judgment. I'm having her lend a hand with the wreaths, too. So you can find even more faults in her work, I see. I haven't asked you for a hand for a reason. It's best we keep calm. Okay. Gotta go buy some bread so I won't pass out. Yeah. Gotta feed the whole freaking town. Ugh, I'm sorry, Leb. I gotta make monies. can I do for you, dearie? I'm buying. Okay. How much? Yeah. Alright. Anything else? Bye. Okay. Crap. Here we go. There we go. Alright. Gotta make some muns. What? I don't know what time of day it is. I mean, I need to make money. I need to make money. I'm sorry. Love will have to wait. I'm sorry, Leb. Oh, but she defended me. What time of day is it? I don't remember if I have one more. There's 3 working times in the day, and I've only done 1, right? So I could hang out with Leb. Because she might have I don't want to know what Father Hans I don't know what I don't want to know what happened with Father Hans, but I'd say she didn't have a good time. There she is. I'll spend some time with her.
Lebkuchen.
I'm all ears, Elise, but make it quick. You're not making this any easier, are you? I wouldn't say it's supposed to be easy, Elise.
You know,
Lebkuchen, I'm truly sorry about what happened yesterday. For all the trouble you went through afterward, too. That's all right, Elise. I forgive you.
Lebkuchen.
Huh? More importantly, won't you lend me a hand? On the swing, I mean? You're too stubborn. I regret all that happened yesterday. I know you do, Elise, but it's not. I think I'll be heading back to work, Lep. All right. I'll keep out of your hair from now on.
Elise.
You can trust me, Elise. I know. But not this time, Leb. Not with this. I'll be seeing you about town. I could have easily, like, that didn't take any time at all. Apples, wood. Ooh, I can do more wood. The apples isn't too bad either. Yeah, for some variety, we'll do the apples. Okay, let's talk. I didn't know you were coming with, Elise. Where to, Mrs. Linda? We're stopping by Lisbeth's, Elise. Oh, my poor Jacob won't settle down. It's taking a toll on the children, that's for certain. I'm meaning to ask her if they would like to spend the night with us. They'd appreciate spending some time together, I'd wager. Lisbeth will most likely want to watch over Opfelinda. Oh, that's true. Opfel's seen those goats, he tells me. It's such a horrible sight for someone his age. I'll come about later, too. I'm concerned about Mrs. Lisbeth. Oh, me too. Her being a widow, also. What does that have to do with any of this, Mrs. Brunhilde? Truly, Brunhilde, don't be so superstitious. Oh, I suppose. Widow. I mean, what is... Is there some I don't know what they're talking about. Okay. So, she's who I'm going to help with the apples. But let's walk around and talk to everybody first. I might get a chance to lower my stuff. It's as though you've never had a fever yourself, old Yokin. And the lad was crying out to the witch, Matilda. Where exactly did you hear such nonsense, Mr. Yokin? Ah, Elise, finally someone to talk some sense into this fool. Hey, Lisbeth herself said the lad was delirious, lass. Mrs. Lisbeth never said anything about a witch, Mr. Yokin. You ought to stop spreading this nonsense about town. Folks are already tense enough as it is, Yokin. Old Stephen warned us about this, Matilda. If I may ask, old Yokin, what's so special about old Stephen's word? Tell me that! I must say, I'm curious, too. Old Stephen knew Kieferberg was to face many trials, lass. And now we're seeing them right before our eyes. What about the witch, then? Very true. I yet to see her out and about, Yokin. Time will reveal all, I say. Cinnamon and gravy. Would Freya... Oh, Elise, Mrs. Wilma's working me like a donkey today. When doesn't she? I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to yell. All of Kieferberg is on edge today, Freya. You need to let up a little steam, too. Oh, I can't help it. I should bring some cheer back into folks' days, Elise. Who made it your duty to do such a thing? Why, I did. We're all grumpy enough as it is. I can't make it even worse. Folks don't appreciate your cheer enough, Freya. Oh, Elise, we can't blame them, can we? Don't you get tired of getting nothing in return? Why, but this is who I am, Elise. I enjoy looking after folks as best I can. I can't help it. Oh, you're truly... I suppose it does make me look a little foolish, doesn't it? Alright. So, let me talk to you. There we go. I must apologize, lass. To me, Mr. Bernard? Had we believed you last night, we could have prepared ourselves. I can't say I see how, if I'm honest. We could have locked the granary for starters. Makes one wonder why they're perched here in Kieferberg. It's a rare sight, that's for certain. Have you seen crows here before, Bernard? A long time ago. Almost 20 years ago. It wasn't nearly as bad as this, however. It's best we have a word with Father Hans. About what, Mr. Heinrich? Kieferberg needs some direction, niece. I must agree, Heinrich. Gustav's struggling to find common ground with Father Hans, too. It is true, Father Hans doesn't seem too concerned, that's for certain. We must tell him folks need him. That. Oh. Okay, anything up here? Rosemarine's right. I ought to find a way to get in here. Asking around town should be enough. Okay. Hi. Man. We are totally taking Lebkuchen for granted. Ugh. Gonna end up feeding her to the devil. Anything over here? What do you old biddies gotta say? Oh, I would be running home if I were you, Elise. What? Lord knows what these crows have done to it by now. The wretched things are everywhere. We've been trying to get rid of them, but they won't budge. Have they broken into anyone's home? Or not yet, but they most definitely could. They're thieves, like rats. You'd best hide that brooch of yours, Elise, lest they steal it. You're making too much of it, Mrs. Marlin. Have you heard about Artful Elise, that he had his hands pecked by the crows? It's nothing but hearsay, Bertha. My, but isn't it horrifying? Artful gripped his fists too tightly, nothing more. Oh, you'd say that's it. Of course that's it, Bertha. Ludwig says he'll have a word with Father Hans about it, but... Okay. Oh, I should go into church, too. Can I talk to them? Understood, Maddie?
Oh, but my auntie is gonna...
What have you done now, Molly?
Elise, it's not what you think.
She stole one of Mrs. Elma's buns that she had cooling on the windowsill.
No, I didn't. She gave it to me.
Mrs. Elma had me give Molly here a good earful. Does your auntie not feed you? Molly? It's complicated. She doesn't?
I'm still a growing lass. 8 buns a day isn't enough.
8? Either way, Missy.
It's Muffy. Why can't any of you?
Stealing is never justified, all right? Neither is blackmail! You can come to me if you ever need anything. Don't tell her that. Oh, Lebkuchen.
If only were Elise was as kind as you.
Why, you?
If only I were a little...
Oh, sorry. Got my voices wrong. If only I were a little more like Elise. Your patience wearing thin, isn't it, Lebkuchen? Can you tell? I can tell you're tired, first and foremost. Telling Mary here you wish you were a little more like me. Now that's...
That means something very wrong, Lebkuchen.
Why, you?
Maybe it's best you go home to rest, Lebkuchen. I'll go with you, then you can get me some pretzel.
Oh, for goodness sake, Mindy. Why don't you go ask Granny Gretel? Tell her I sent you. She'll give you anything you want.
Yay!
I hate her. I need to drink water. I was starting to think you wouldn't come about, Elise. We have yet to discuss what happened last night. What about it, Father? Those crows you claim to have seen, are they the same ones that... Are you expecting me to know them by name? Or... I'm asking you nicely, Elise. Let's not try each other's patience. I know as much as you do, Father. If that's all you have to ask me, then I'd rather... No, that's not all, Elise. I must ask you to mind your words in town, lass. Oh, for goodness sake! You claimed to have seen those You having claimed to have seen those crows last night is rather... What does this have to do with me exactly? Folks don't know any better, Elise. This is rather... If that's the case, then I'd recommend having a word with old Jochen instead. He's the one terrorizing Mrs. Odeley day and night. Old Jochen's a different matter altogether, lass. In that case, I believe we're very much done here, Father. Yay! Sus down. Alright, I gotta make enough money to... Alright, we're gonna save first. Because you bet your booties that if I don't do well in this game, that I'm gonna reload and do it again. Oh, let's see first if there's anybody to talk to outside of town. I think I talked to them already. Yeah. Beep beep ba ba boo boo ba. Beep 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 ba ba boo boo ba. Okay. Let's see if I can not suck at the apples game. Oh, there you are! I can't do anything for myself! Alright, I will do it. If you pay me. Yes, I can afford that. I'm saying. How many apples do they need? But it's Muffy keeps stealing them all. Okay, alright. And like, I feel like Rosemary helping me doesn't do anything for me. I feel like I don't really get any benefit, you know? Like, she's not out here catching apples. It's like it's just to make the game harder. Okay. Oompa, 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 oompa. Catching lots of apples and I'm trying not to mess up. Catching lots of apples so that I can get paid. So that I can feed Muffy and not be blackmailed. Catching lots of apples. Catching lots and lots of apples. Lots and lots and lots and lots of apples. Lots and lots and lots and lots of apples. Ah! B! Alright, we'll see how much I get paid first. No. No. That won't do. Nope, that will not do. We're gonna go chop wood again. Let's see. Where is Marielle? Okay. Yeah, we'll go do the wood again. I can do that one pretty well. Because I need every little bit of money I can get since I'm having to feed everybody. Do you want some food too? Do you want to blackmail me, Marielle? How about I just lay over and you can walk on me? So you don't get mud on your shoes. Man, Elise is so selfish and lazy. Okay. Alright. Sorry that you have to see the same minigame a third time. Okay. Kick. Chop. Too many chickens. Why are you putting chickens on here anyway? It's no wonder this girly is so frustrated. Ah, bunghole! Ugh. Alright, fine. Well, that's the same. That should at least get me 50. So that I can get... So that I can buy, what's-her-face, that stupid soup. Okay, Right. Get the worst of it. Let's go buy our soup. I'm buying. Alright. Ugh. Awful. Try selling valuable items in the shop. I don't have anything. Alright. Have I talked to you?
Long day, wasn't it, dearie?
For you too, Mrs. Matilda?
Not at all. I had a lovely nap just earlier.
Can't remember the last time I took a nap.
Let's call it the perks of old age, my dear. There aren't many, but I make the most of it.
You're rather cheery, Mrs. Matilda.
Why, most of the crows are gone, Elise.
That's a relief, I must say.
Makes one wonder why, doesn't it?
Sure does, Mrs. Matilda. Sure does. Alright. We gotta go around and talk to everybody. I didn't realize that was... I didn't realize I could get there from here. Okay. Anybody... Talk to you guys. I want to try to get my sus down. Weren't you just over there? No, that was Matilda.
Everything will be all right, I'm certain.
Is everything all right? Ah, we were talking about Kieferberg, Elise. Guido can't make up his mind about leaving, which is a little... You want to leave, Mrs. Brunhilde? Well, I can't say for certain, but...
It's a shame, isn't it? Folks used to want to move here, not the other way around.
I've been discussing it with Finn, too. He's rather hesitant.
We all know where you land in this argument, don't we, Elise?
I suppose you do, Mrs. Marielle. Oh, I'm so torn about it. I came here from Primeldorf, after all, if I were to go back. Oh, enough, Brunhilde. I'm losing my mind. Alright, is anybody in the square? I think I was there already, wasn't I? I don't remember. On your way home, are you? Rest assured, Mr. Bernard, I'm about to leave.
Afraid the lass will be taken by the crows, Bernard.
You best not jest, old lad. What about you two? Still worried about the crows?
I wish they'd leave already, that's what.
They're just resting here, I'd say. They didn't hurt anyone or try to steal anything else. It's not as though they necessarily had to, Mr. Bernard. Doesn't sit right with me is all.
Speaking of, I'm concerned about Eugen.
He's been rather cheery for someone who's been robbed, don't you think? I'd say he seems fine to me. Folks like him, Elise, oftentimes they're misleading you to think they're in good health. What makes you think that, Mr. Willem? Eugene isn't one to share his thoughts, lass. That's the same as always, as though nothing's happened. We must make sure he is certain he isn't left on his own for long stretches of time, lest he... Huh. Alright, let's go see if I can get that key. That damn soup. Yay. Really? Well, I don't know where Eugen is. He said he was gonna have it. He said he was gonna hold on to the key until the evening. But I don't know where he is. In fact, everybody's gone. Okay. Maybe, maybe they're all outside of town or something. And, I'm gonna get home, and then I'll save and quit. Because the midnight stuff usually takes a while. Wait, Elise! There you are, lassie. Huh? We need to have a word with... Sorry, we need to have a word with you, Elise. A word with me? Is it because I left her on her own for, like, the afternoon? Your cousin's been going about town spreading nonsense. Such as... Why, saying the crows are nothing to fret about, for instance. She's a kind soul, Mrs. Elma. She isn't afraid of any animals. On the contrary. I see how that might be true, Elise, but still. We're to be wary of such things, not make little of them. I understand, Mrs. Elma. Oh, this is dangerous. I have to make certain I bring Rose Marine to work with me, or I'll have to deal with this every day. Okay. Ugh. I'm so frustrated. I know, Elise. I haven't said anything yet, have I? You don't have to, Elise. What am I to do with you, Lebkuchen? At least tell me you'll get a good night's sleep tonight. If nobody else breaks into a fever, I might. Here's your bread, Elise. I don't get... What's on your mind, Lebkuchen? Things that would upset you, Elise. I'm not certain you trust me at all. I trust you enough to not ask you about it. You keep coming back to this lab. If there's... I meant it, Elise. You don't have to tell me. Whatever it is you can't tell me, I won't pry. You trust me that much, huh? Even if you were truly the witch. Lebkuchen! I mean it, Elise. I trust you'll tell me in time. Whenever you're ready. You're truly tired. For someone who's so attentive to others, Lebkuchen, you're not. I'll see you about town tomorrow. For goodness sake, you're so stubborn. Okay. Elise, come quick! What's the matter, Jacob? It's Apfel! He's gone missing! What? Oh, please, come quick, Elise. I was trying to quit. We must go look for him. That's right, we can't sit about waiting forever.
No,
What's going on here? Apfel's gone missing, Elise. Hopefully the lads will find him on their patrol. They will happen upon him, I'm certain. They don't know he's missing, Father. By the time they're back, my poor boy. Mama! We all need to remain calm. Calm, Father! My boy's missing! Lord knows if he's all right, let alone if the worst has happened. We all knew those crows were an omen.
out with it!
Not this again, you old wretch. I'd have taken the lad to the witch. What a horrible thing to say, old yuckin.
You old geezer!
You truly have no decency, you.
That's enough.
We cannot give into hysteria, brethren. Oh, to think the lads went out in search of crows. The crows were a threat, lass. Oh, that's it. I'm going... I can't talk. I'm going looking for him myself.
Anyway,
I'll go. Let me be the one to go, Mrs. Lisbeth. It's best we wait for the lads. I can't allow... Oh, will you really, Elise? Now there's a brave lass. Oh, but Father Hans is right. It's dangerous. Leave it to me, Mrs. Lisbeth. Oh, Elise. I do not condone your disobedience, Elise. I do. I need you to go, Elise, for Angelica's sake as well. Who's Angelica? Truly, the poor lass can't be without a mother. Who's Angelica? We can lend a hand with whatever you need, Elise. You'd best make certain you have enough food and matches, dear. I'll be here, Elise. Let me know when you're leaving. Yes, all of you, please give me food. Okay. We'll save here. And we'll do another save spot. Okay. Ay. We will stop off there and see how much trouble I can get into next time. I don't know. Ay. Oops. Wrong button. Alright. Now, bye. Bye.